This is Susan from Lifeskate.com at Rockefeller Rink in New York City. Five-time British ice dancing champions Sinead and John Kerr performed an exhibition piece for the crowd, skating to At Last by Etta James. This brother and sister team are known for their innovative moves on the ice and will be going for their 6th British title on January 11th, then on to the European Championships the following week. After their skate, I had a chance to catch up with them in the middle of a very busy season.
First of all, welcome to New York City.
Oh, thank you. This is a dream to be able to skate at the Rockefeller Centre. It's so well known. And actually the ice surface was very good, so we enjoyed coming here to do this today.
Now, is this your first time seeing the world famous Rockefeller Center Christmas tree?
Yeah, it is actually, because this is our first time being able to perform on this ice as well. So it was a great experience. It's so special to be able to do it here at Rockefeller Center. We really enjoyed it.
Now, where are you guys living and training? Because you're originally from Edinburgh, Scotland. So where are you training currently?
About an hour south of New York City, so we're near Princeton University, and we train there with Evgeny Platov, and we've been training with him for the last 2 years. So previous to that we were always in Scotland, but now we're based in the US.
John, what do you miss most about Edinburgh?
Probably my mom's cooking is probably the main thing I miss, I think. Edinburgh is such a beautiful city. It's very old, and a lot of the sort of architecture is much older than here in New York. So it's got a special sort of vibe, but New York's got a very special vibe as well, just completely different though.
One of the biggest things we had to get used to in the States was driving on the other side of the road. So in Britain we drive on the left, and in America it's obviously the right. So that was a bit of a challenge. And also some of the language, although everyone speaks English, some of the things are pronounced a bit differently. So there was that too. But America is a great country, and it's full of so many different cultures that for us it was really easy to come and live here.
For this season, your free dance is
Ruled by Secrecy by Muse.
What is the story that you're trying to tell in your free dance?
Basically, we named free dance Journey from Perdition, a journey from a disastrous event, and we're kind of a brother and sister who, we begin at the start and something very bad's happened, and it's how we help each other on that journey that there is sort of hope. Even at a disastrous moment, your family, or your brother, your sister will always be there to help you. And I think it's kind of like a love story, but more a love story between a brother or sister, or a family love, than a romantic love. So that's kind of some of the idea we have behind it.
How did you come to select the piece of music?
It was actually, we used to use it as like a warm down piece. Like Evgeny used to really enjoy listening to it, and us as well. And we used to use it as a sort of warm down. And then we all sort of jointly had this thought, well, why don't we use it? And we never thought it would maybe work as well as it has done, but it's been really special that it has.
For the original dance, and this season it's 1920s, 30s, and 40s theme, I have to say, personally, my favorite dress of all the ladies. Can you talk a little about the designer? If you have input in creating your costumes?
Yeah, last year we used a designer that we got to know through Evgeny, a Russian lady, and she developed our aliens costumes last year, and also John in his kilt, and us both with the plaid tartan. So this year we went back to her again for our outfits. She made the Odeon free dance outfits for us. And with the original dance, I did a lot of background work, and she'd actually come up with some ideas that I wasn't too pleased with to begin with. So I did some background research, really wanted to look into 1940s tea dresses and what people would actually wear in the 1940s to a swing club. And we worked with a really great guy on the swing routine this year who has a great knowledge of anything to do with swing, anything to do with Lindy Hop in the 1940s, and he helped me too. And we just kind of looked at a lot of books, a lot of old magazines, on the computer, did a lot of research into that era, and this is what we came up with. I love the colour red, so that for me had to be something red in it. And it's just I think it's a great cut of a dress, and I love the 1940s style. So for me, I think it just suits me.
Evgeny Platov is your choreographer.
Yeah, actually, we all sort of have a bit of an input in our choreography. Like Sinead and I have always been very active in that area. We all like to have some of our own thoughts and our own ideas. And Evgeny's very good at allowing us to do that, and sometimes refining those ideas. So sometimes we have an idea, we play around with it with him, and then we come up with something even better.
You're having a terrific season, medaling at both of your Grand Prix events. How do you feel about all your success so far?
Well, I think what it's done is it's really raised our confidence and our belief in ourselves that we can actually compete with the top guns, and I think previous to this, because we'd had so much difficulties in Grand Prix, I think that our confidence was at a real low in the Grand Prix series anyway. And I think that when you medal at these things, and also you do well and the judges appreciate you early on in the season, it only builds your confidence for the big ones, European and Worlds, at the end of the season.
What's a typical Monday for you?
Usually we train 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon, with a bit of a break in between for lunch. And it's a great schedule for us because the ice time is actually very quiet. It's Evgeny's private ice, so we get to basically do whatever we want between the hours of 7 and 3. And so Evgeny usually swaps our schedule around a bit to give us enough break time in the middle, and basically have 2 2-hour sessions. And after that, we're always doing off ice. In the summer it'll be ballet or whatever the style of our original dance is. We'll pick up on that dance style and practice that off the ice. At this time of the year, it's more about maintenance and our conditioning, and John does a lot of weights for strength, and we do a lot of flexibility work as well, so that all happens after we've finished on the ice.
When you're not skating, what do you like to do?
I like to go to the movies, and sometimes...
What's the last movie you saw and you really loved?
Oh, the last one that I saw that I really loved. Let me see.
Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia was really good, actually. Yeah, it was one of those movies that it was so bad it was good. Like it was really, really entertaining and everything. So that was really, I really enjoyed that. That was good.
And how will you be spending the holidays?
We're actually really lucky enough to be able to go home this year, as we have done every year since the age of 1. And we're actually going to be doing an exhibition in Germany on the 23rd, and from there going to Edinburgh and spending Christmas with our family in Edinburgh, then coming back here to train.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Remember to bring your music to exhibitions, probably. No, I'm kidding. As an inside joke. No. All right, we were actually supposed to use a different piece, but we didn't manage to bring it, so we had to use something different. So I think it's
ad-lib this performance.
That was a bit of an ad-lib performance. No.
That bit of music was just a random bit of music.
No,
Yeah.
You think we should keep it? They have to have that CD, and we just said, okay, we'll do it to that.
But you are familiar with the song.
We knew the song.
Etta James, yeah. And what happened was, someone, before we went on to skate the exhibition, someone got engaged to be married at the Rockefeller Center, and they played that music in the background, and we hadn't remembered our CD, so we went, we'll just use that, just play that for us. And they were like, are you sure? We're like, yeah, we'll just skate something to it. So we skated this.
So you forgot to bring the music, basically.
Yeah.
So even the professionals forget to bring the music.
Hence New Year's resolution.
What was the choreography to? What was it supposed to be to?
It was actually supposed to be Gladiator, which is from Enya, Now We Are Free, so it's from the Gladiator soundtrack. So it's kind of a similar kind of pace, so you can kind of slot things in, and just sort of adjust your timing a little bit and just go with it from there.
And everything.
Yeah.
So we managed.
Okay, now I have to ask you the last question. Who were your skating idols growing up?
For me, definitely Duchesne's, Isabel and Paul Duchesne, and obviously our coach Evgeny Platov. I think that him and Pasha Grishik were possibly the best ice dancers ever. And Duchesne's, obviously, because they're brother and sister, they had a great connection between them that I think we also share that with them. So the kind of brother and sister connection rather than the husband and wife or love connection.
And you?
Actually, I was more of a free skater when I was a kid, so my idols were more people like Kurt Browning, Victor Petrenko, more on the free skate side. But actually, even when I was free skating, I always had a real appreciation of Paul and Isabel Duchesne. They were always big heroes of mine.
For lifeskate.com, this is Sinead Kerr.
And John Kerr.
And remember,
skating is for
life.